Hello everyone, I'm XYZ Architect, and today we are going to see what impact the clearance positions option has when it's activated versus when it's not, and how it can help us avoid small and big collisions of the CMM after a measurement plan has been completed or when a measurement plan is being executed. I picked an fixed plate CAD model for this example, and we will start as we do on all our programs with the alignment. For the strategy, we will keep it simple with 4 points on each plane to move fast to what we have to present. Now let's move to creating the feature. I've set keyboard shortcuts for creating features, but if you do not remember where to find the command, just go to the tab from the top, CAD, then creating features. Now let's see the wireframes from the CAD model and pick a circle for our example. Let me offset it -2 mm and click now on the circle icon to create the feature. Let's click on the circle that we have just created. And notice that we can see the strategy, but we cannot see the way we have set the stylus to come and touch the part. Even if we change the circle orientation from here, outward or inward, it still doesn't show anything. So now, let's go and activate the clearance position option. For this, go to CAD from the upper tab here and select Settings. Under Strategy, we have to check the box where it says Clearance position. Let's open again our feature. We can see now that 2 blue arrows appeared. Let me change the orientation of the circle to see better these 2 arrows and make the CAD solid. Now when we go back inside the feature to strategy and clearance data, we have 2 options that interest us here. The clearance distance, this is the distance from where the stylee will come to search for the surface, in the direction that you have set the feature to be measured. In our case, this is the z-axis. And the retract distance, this is the distance that the stylee will retract after the last point from the feature is measured, before getting out of the clearance cube, in the direction that you set the feature to be measured. Again, this is the z-axis for us. These 2 options are represented by the 2 blue arrows. The first one, pointing towards the z-axis, is the clearance distance, and we can see how it changes whenever we change the values from here. And the second one represents the retract distance. And let's see how the arrow extends or shortens whenever changing the values from here. Now let's say that you have programmed the circle by mistake to be measured outwards instead of inwards, and you don't have the option activated. It's easy to overlook this option because it's just a small icon here, and most of the time you do not look at it. You will have clearly a collision, like we can see in the simulation. But if you have this option activated, you can see the mistake from the start. Change it, measure the feature with confidence, and move on with the construction of other features. So, this is what I've got for you for today. Remember to click the like button if the information helped you in any way. Subscribe to more information like this, and don't forget, until next time, learn as much as you can.